Whenever possible, clamp your piece to the table, especially with round or irregular shapes. When drilling small holes through wood, it is safe to drill without clamps, but you must hold your work firmly. When drilling through a piece of wood, it is important to watch out for tear out. If I drill through a board, it may look good from the top side, but the bottom will have a blowout. To compensate for that issue, you can either place a sacrificial piece under the one you want to help strengthen the grain, or you can drill in from both sides. To drill in from both sides, set the depth gauge stop where the tip of the bit just passes through your workpiece. Now when you drill it, and flip it over, the drill can center itself in the resulting hole, and you can finish the cut as you would normally. Here is the hole with blowout, with a sacrificial piece underneath, and with drilling from both sides. Make sure you never use a bit that has self-feeding threads. This will pull the workpiece up towards the bit. The danger of not clamping your workpiece comes from only having one hand on the feed and one hand on the workpiece. The usual novice woodworker will be scared when they drill through their project, but it is actually when they finish the procedure that they need to be most careful. When drilling down, you are placing force on your project, and it does not have freedom to spin. It is only when you let off the drilling pressure that your project can become free to travel. It is at this point that students relax because they have drilled through the project, but as the bit comes back up through the material, it causes the extra freedom and movement to bind awkwardly in the hole, and your project will turn into a lethal object. Now that the project is spinning at the same speed as your bit, the normal reaction is to run from your problems. However, as soon as you let go of the handle, the quill will raise and the project becomes airborne, and it will fling itself at whomever you were most trying to impress. If your project does start spinning, hold the feed lever down and use your other hand to shut the drill off. When drilling down to the bottom of the stroke, the time to hold most tightly is as you finish and bring the drill back up. When retracting the spring-loaded feed handle, make sure you follow it all the way to the top. Letting go causes the handle to spin quickly, potentially smacking you, and it damages the machine when it hits the top. If your project is not clamped and you did not drill as deep as you wanted and need to bring the drill into the hole again, it can be dangerous realigning with a spade bit. The best way to do this is to put the drill into the hole with the machine off to line it up. Hold your project firmly, then retract the bit, turn the machine on, and bring it down again. If it is too far misaligned, there can be scary results. When drilling deep holes, it is best to use the Peck method by drilling in a little way and then removing the bit to allow the chips to come out and then drilling in again. If you force the drill through when the flutes are clogged, it will cause premature bit death and burning of the material.